Treksploration.
There we go. Hello and welcome back to Treksploration. I'm Albie.
And I'm Chris. I was rubbing my face. Why'd you do it then? You always do it when I'm doing something weird.
Yeah, I try to catch you off guard.
I know, you always do. I was too busy. I was too busy playing with my enterprise. And that's not a euphemism.
Playing with your little ships. All right. Hey, welcome back, Treksploration. Welcome back, Treksplorers. We are live. We decided to go live tonight because why not? This way I don't have to edit
because
it as
Albie
quick.
just said, this is a real text from Albie to me.
What does it
Just
say?
not even like an hour ago. Oh, it says, wake up. I'm getting glittery. This is these real texts from Albie to Chris. Wake up, I'm getting glittery. No context for you.
No context. Can you see the glitter? It's hard. It's
See, that's thank God you didn't. You see, that's another text where I would have had to ban you if you had written.
It's supposed to be subtle. Donna, you're never alone when you're with Treksploration. You're part of our crew. We're in this together.
You never walk alone.
Just the three of us. We can make it if we try.
Try.
All right. So, let's do some news and updates. I need to know what you've been up to, Chris, since we last
Me?
spoke. Yes, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. What have you been doing?
I don't know. When's the last time we spoke? It seems like
8
we don't
days
speak
ago.
anymore.
Not that
It's
I'm counting.
so funny.
Not that I'm counting. 8 days ago. I ran a rerun yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. For the month of Matt.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did. I saw that. Mm-hmm.
We did a little watch along a few years ago to I think it was season 2, was it, or 1 finale where they did the movie Crisis Point or something.
It was a Lower Decks rerun.
Yeah, Lower Decks.
Review. And it was nice to see Matt. I saw a little bit of it earlier today.
Yeah. He was making me laugh still.
Yeah, and I realized that the music for Treksploration is just the music from Trekaholic.
Very similar.
I didn't realize.
That was kind of like, it's a sister series. It's like the prequel series. It's not really canon, but it's the idea of the idea that became this idea.
I feel like that I was in an episode of that, though. So there's a non-canonical version of me.
Yeah.
There's like 5 non-canonical versions of me.
Yes. So like you go back and we're wearing velour. It's really weird. And there's zippers on both sides.
We have Mandarin collars, but they're not there. Turtlenecks.
Yeah. And I'm smiling all the time, which is
like Wallowitz. I'm not crazy about my hair. What do you think? Should I DS9 hat or?
No, your hair's looking good tonight.
Your hair looks a little weird. Donna, you tell me. We'll let Donna decide.
Yeah, Donna can decide hat, no hat.
Donna, hat or no hat?
Wow, it's a choose your own adventure live stream.
Choose your own adventure,
Donna,
right?
Will Chris wear his hat in this episode or not? Let us know.
Turn to page 93. If Chris doesn't wear his hat, turn to page 207.
Exactly.
So, I think that's what have I been up to? Albie, you know what I've been up to. Working and sleeping. And then I sleep and then I wake up and then I go to work. And then I say, oh, let's pod tonight. And then I fall asleep. And Donna says that she sees that you were sporting a mustache.
In the rerun. I think it was a goatee. Because I've never done a mustache. We can only do a mustache if hat. Donna says hat. We can only do a mustache if we reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel.
Yes, we have to reach 1,000 subscribers, and then we're both going to grow mustaches. And
both grow mustaches.
Ladies,
keep
like
watching. A goatee.
Because when I grow the mustache, my wife will divorce me, and I'll be back on the market.
Well, here's the deal. You just let the beard grow, right? Right before we record, you shave everything but the stash. Right after we record, shave the stash.
No, the facial hair is the whole thing. I have to let the beard grow. That's where the divorce happens.
Oh, she doesn't like the beard.
She doesn't like the beard. I showed you the picture of me with a beard.
I thought the wife was your beard. I'm confused.
You wish. Yeah, with you glittery guy.
I'm the glittery one, right? So
I love how you laugh like that. I love how you laugh.
You know what we did? I did a soft launch of my other channel, Station 823. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, you did that. That was a review episode of a time travel film.
No, actually, it wasn't a time travel film. It was just a fantasy afterlife romedy movie, maybe?
Romedy? It was a romedy
There
movie?
was romance and there was comedy, but it wasn't a romantic comedy. It didn't follow the
Was it a
structure.
romantasy?
Something like that. Romantasy, yeah. So we
Was
got
it
to
a
see it 2 weeks
romantasy?
early, Serenity and I, so we figured we'd review it. And
Oh,
there's a certain constraints that we're working under, so we figured out a way to do it in the future in a space station.
I
So
saw.
that's been with no publicity or anything. That's been doing pretty good. So I'm excited about that.
Well, that's
I'm
good. Well,
I'm
so imagine when the movie comes out.
yeah. Then a lot of people see it. I'm thinking of doing one for the Running Man. I watched that last night.
The Running Man, so the new Running Man
Yes, I
with
went into it expecting to be
that guy who's
disappointed.
suddenly in everything all the time.
Yeah, that guy that turned me down. Yeah, the
He
guy that
turned
didn't
you
want to
down.
be on our show.
Screw that guy.
He was like, I'm too busy. No, his agent said they're too busy. You know, the wife and
It's-
husband or something. I was like,
oh,
okay.
I didn't.
We've had every other star from every other episode on the show, but you guys are busy. That's fine. But you know what? I went in prepared to hate the movie, but I enjoyed it. It was really good.
Okay, cool. You mean the Running Man?
Yeah, The Running Man. There was not enough Arnold, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Oh, so you're telling me that Arnold does make an appearance?
Well, I won't spoil it for you.
I gotta stop looking at my phone, but I'm looking at my phone. There we go.
You're
I
you're
showed everybody this picture?
you're podcasting in 2025. You're looking at your phone. Oh, you're gorgeous.
You see that?
Laura doesn't like that?
She hates it.
You look
It's kind of
virile.
blown out, blown out a little bit. A little younger there too. So
Yeah.
my beard is all like yellow and blonde. And
You got to
red
get the
and-
Just for Men if you're growing out your beard.
So that was me with a beard at one point in my life. Yeah, it's a little
Not
too
bad.
it's a little too blown out. But
So
anyway,
if you want Chris to get divorced and want him for yourself,
Right.
1,000 subscribers, so grow that mustache.
I'm gonna share it to Albie now so he can pop it up.
Cool. In the future.
And again, no pun intended.
Ha ha.
Ha ha ha!
You know, I guess I did have a mustache when I was like 15 because I was trying to be older. You know how everybody at 15 has a mustache? And it's pathetic. Yeah, I had that.
My brother never lost his.
Oh, really?
Actually, I lie.
Well,
Oh,
Tom
thank you.
Selleck. Tom Selleck can pull it off. Who else? I think that's it.
Mhm. Sam, what's his face? He was in the Big Lebowski, and I
Oh,
think he
yeah, the guy with the voice.
or he's like 106 years old now.
He's the new mayor on Family Guy, right?
Okay, if you say so. I haven't seen Family Guy in probably. I think the last episode I saw of Family Guy was Seth MacFarlane's cameo on Enterprise. That was
Oh,
the
that's
last
pretty
episode
good.
of Family Guy. So,
Did you finish season 4 yet?
No, I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of the Enor arc with the Romulan hollow ship and the whole.
Right.
You got
right. So
you got
tomorrow,
that. You got the Tellarites.
Tellarites.
You got the Endorians. You got the
Endorians?
Earthers.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Vulcans in there. It's a whole mishmash. So what's tomorrow?
It's like
Tomorrow's a
Babel.
big thing. Yeah, okay. We're talking about nothing here. We've been live for about 55 minutes. And
We're
still
just
talking
waiting
about
for people to come along. Okay.
what
people
is
are watching
going
now.
on tomorrow.
Tomorrow, if you have not seen the movie Space
is a
Camp from
huge
1986.
announcement.
What?
Huge announcement.
Huge announcement. Tomorrow, we're getting all our podcasting friends that are available together to podcast about the movie from 1986 with Leah Thompson, Joaquin Phoenix, Kelly Preston, whole bunch of other people. Who else is in this, Chris?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet. Kate
I
Capshaw.
stopped that one. Kate Capshaw.
Yeah,
I
and
think I
then Tom
remember that.
Skerritt with the stash, so you only look eye. You can't look at his whole face.
And I think Johnny Five is in there too, right? Is Johnny Five alive in that movie?
No, not Johnny Five. Jinx. Very close, though. I
Okay.
won't spoil it for you. But yeah, so if you haven't watched that movie, tonight's a good night, or tomorrow, to watch that movie, because all of our podcasting friends in our huge podcasting community bubble will be getting together. A lot of them anyway. You know, it's short notice. And we're going to be talking about Space Camp. And why, you may ask, besides it's an awesome show.
What? Albie,
An
may I
awesome
ask a
movie.
question?
Yes.
What? Why are you doing this?
We are starting a fundraiser. If you look at the link below, we are doing a fundraiser tomorrow and for the next few weeks about sending Serenity to Space Camp.
Nice.
So in April, in 2026, which sounds like really far in the future, like 11 years past the future, but it's not that far away. She'll be going to Huntsville, Alabama to be an astronaut. And hopefully there's a thermal curtain failure and she'll go to space.
That is everybody's dream, isn't it?
Everybody's dream. Thermal curtain failure. 1 in 25 million chance.
I journal about thermal curtain failures.
Yeah, so
you have to manifest these things. They don't just happen.
I don't think we're going live tomorrow, but it should be out tomorrow night at the latest.
I was all ready to go live. So, but we're going to do like two,
we're doing
right?
2 at 3 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Right.
Well, we might go live. It's up to the peeps. It's up to the peeps.
One of them might be live. You know us, we like going live because it means less editing. So
yeah, that's true. And then it's already out there.
Right.
Right. And so that's all our announcements that I know of.
Live tomorrow.
We do have one important announcement about the podcast moving forward. But before we do that, I want to talk about the news, Star Trek news. Chris, is there any new Star Trek news
today? Big news today coming out from, I read it in Deadline. They said it was an exclusive, but it's also on Trek Movie
and Treksploration, so it can't be that much of an exclusive.
Treksploration, yeah. I think that we have the 3rd or 5th or 155th scoop on this.
Yes,
but it turns out that there is going to be a new Star Trek film Paramount is developing. And it's going to be from the same writers who wrote Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
And also, wait, I got to call up the article. I read this earlier.
Well, that's pretty huge.
I remember. It's huge. It's beyond huge.
I hope like Tobey Maguire's in it and Andrew Garfield. And who's the other one?
Right?
Mr. Zendaya.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Right. Yes. So they're saying that Spider-Man Homecoming
right there. I think
which is the last one.
Let's see. Tobey Maguire's got to be Kirk. No, he'd be Bones, right? And Andrew Garfield has got to be Spock. So that leaves Tom Holland as Kirk, right?
Who's going to be Spider-Man?
Zendaya. It's time.
Okay.
It's time.
Zendaya. Well, it was reported by Deadline, as I said, that Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly are going to write, produce, and direct a new original Star Trek film, because we got some news earlier this week that no more Kelvinverse. They are not going forward with the Kelvinverse. We're not going to see another installment with that version of the crew in that universe.
Kind of
sad. That's what they're saying, and which is kind of ironic because the other film that this duo is famous for that really got good reviews is that Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, which starred Chris Pine. So they have a relationship with Chris Pine, or anyway, Chris Pine has a relationship with their scripts. I don't know that they know each other personally. I guess maybe in Hollywood that's kind of a big leap.
And it's been long enough. What, like 9 years since the last 2009 movie?
Yeah, it's so long. It's going to be like watching the original series and then like, The Wrath of Khan.
Well, I was thinking Monster Maroon. That'd be great.
Yeah,
Kelvinverse Monster Maroon.
They're all going to be 1,000 years old.
Yep.
And
did you see Zachary Quino got his Spock on his doctor show?
I saw that he did like a cosplay thing but it looked like he was a little bit beefier than he was when he was.
Well, yeah, he's a doctor now, so he can afford to eat. It's not like before when you're starting out as an actor.
It's not like before when you're starting out as a lieutenant.
Yeah, when you're a doctor, you can just eat whatever you think of. It just comes to you.
I mean, honestly, look at Boyce.
Yeah, look at Boyce.
Look at
so that was
Piper,
cool.
Not Piper so much.
It was a cool little homage to Star Trek with their Halloween costumes.
Yeah. So they are going to be doing this, and they're saying that it's not going to be with any existing characters, this new movie. It's not going to be in any timeline that we've seen so far. So
does it mention the working title?
There is no working title. There's nothing.
Okay.
I mean,
the rumor is it's Star Trek Origins.
No, they're just saying
takes
that
place
was
after Enterprise.
No, that was a different movie.
20 years.
It says here, as for the Star Trek origin movie from writer-director Toby Haynes. And the Kelvin movies, Variety speculates that both have met the same fate. They're just not going to be produced. This is a completely new direction with these 2 new writers who have, like, the blessing of the new heads of Paramount, and everything else is pretty much under wraps. There isn't much to be heard or known or reported on yet, except the fact that for the 1,000th time in the last 9 years, we're hearing about somebody producing maybe a new Star Trek movie. How much excitement does something like this garner to you at this point? Because we just hear again and again and again, oh, and again, that a new Star Trek movie is being developed. 3 new Star Trek movies are being developed
Quentin
concurrently.
Tarantino.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna
Kill
get the
Bill
R-rated
Shatner. Volume 1 and 2.
we're gonna get the R-rated Star Trek Tarantino. Like,
The boy who cried Worf is definitely what this is. Again, more so.
do you
From what I
think that
understand, we're looking at
or-
2028 as a release date. So I don't think I have to worry about it. You might have to worry about it. Rennie might have to go see it, but she'll be an adult by then, I think. So it'll all work out. But I think I'm done with new Star Trek. I think there's no more for me. I think I've reached the end. But that's fine. There's like over 900 things.
I think that you'll be around. I think things will be just fine.
Oh,
And
I would begrudgingly go.
why begrudgingly? Aren't you excited to see what they might do?
I don't know. I'm of many minds. The rumors I'm hearing.
Well, see,
Okay.
this is a format where you can discuss all of your many minds. That's what
Okay.
I'm here for. I'm here to listen.
You read what was released to the public, so this is fact for now.
Fact for now. And one thing that gives me a little bit of hope
Okay.
was the new powers that be at Paramount seem to want to expand both the Star Trek footprint and the Paramount Plus footprint in general with new streaming and prestige programming. And Star Trek is part of that. So this follows some of the rumblings we got when the purchase happened. So it seems like they're following through on stuff that they had promised to investors initially. And it's nice to see it in a reputable magazine like Variety. But now you're of many minds. So tell me what about this gives you pause? And
well, the rumors I'm hearing, which I heard today, was this was the movie that they announced in Variety was the movie that takes place after Enterprise.
okay, and according to Trek Movie, it's saying that that was the origin movie from a different writer and director.
Okay.
And
So-
that is not, doesn't appear to be this.
What I also heard today was Kurtzman's out, which I'm okay with.
Where did you hear that? When you said that was the first I had heard of it.
The guy that always says the rumors.
Oh, that guy. Well,
Yeah.
you gotta take him with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
'Cause he
his
always knows a
cousin's
guy who
friend's
knows a
uncle's
guy.
roommate is an
Right,
accountant. So I listen to all those things. But Paramount,
I think honestly, that guy, we shouldn't name him, but he's got kind of a hard on the whole Kurtzman thing. Like he doesn't like that iteration of Trek. So I feel like he's always somewhat throwing shade on him.
I like Lower Decks. I like Strange New Worlds. What else was there? Prodigy was all right. Picard was all right. Season 3 of Picard was all right.
Yeah,
was
one
great.
season of Picard, all right.
Season 2 was okay.
You just
Most
can't get
people
that
hate it.
disco stank off you, can you?
Disco just ruined the franchise, again.
It ruined the whole franchise?
For a while, yeah. I think so. Because anybody tuning into Star Trek during that 10 years is like, what the hell is this? Right?
All right. So okay, so you should actually feel good about this because it seems
So-
like this is a completely new creative team.
So in a way, I feel good about it. Because they're gonna they can't reference anything Kurtzman. So even though Paramount CBS owns those things, they would have to have a deal with Kurtzman to use characters and things that happened in those series and things. So I'm sad that we'll get no more Lower Decks because I was hoping always Lower Decks to come back, but it doesn't look like they can make out a deal for that.
How would I don't know if I buy that, because if they own it lock, stock, and barrel, and they were talking about how stupid it was that the movies were in one silo and the TVs were in another silo, and they were going to work to rectify that so they could have a more cohesive thing like Marvel does with Disney, like DC is now doing with HBO Max. So I think that they're using Star Trek as a multi-platform property going forward. Like the IP is going to finally be merged and coordinated and
It
brought
is,
into
but
a larger woven universe. So
part of
that
doing
being
that
said,
is the
how
reset
I understand, but
and
you're saying
ignoring
how
Disco to Strange New Worlds, everything
but
that happened in there.
I don't think you have to. I think that you can cherry pick what you want because it's all Star Trek. Doesn't At the end of the day, the IP is owned by Paramount.
But,
Like, I
like,
don't
you
think
know how you
Disney
gotta
has
pay
to
a
pay
writer if they
to
invented a character? They gotta be
I
okay
still
with
think
it, so contracts and deals, but anyway. But
no,
that
no, I
we're
hear
talking
you with that, but
2028, right?
I feel like that's just details. I feel like Star Trek is gonna be Star Trek.
Okay.
I don't know. You're probably right. You're probably right. Where money's involved, if they don't have to spend it, they ain't gonna.
Right,
So,
and it just makes me sad because I had hope for, like, the 7 of 9 series. That's not happening. I had hope for Archer. That's still on the table from what I understand, because that's, pre-Kurtzman era. So they're still in talks about that, about maybe a TV movie.
I want to check your sources about this Kurtzman thing. I think, again, you're just listening to one source who maybe has it out for that version of Star Trek, and
It's
I think you
possible.
like that. I think you like that because you have it out for that version of Star Trek too.
Well, like I said, I like every other series that Kurtzman was involved in? That's not bad.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I think you tolerated them better than you tolerated Disco.
I wanted Star Trek
Maybe.
4. I wanted Star Trek 4, 14. I wanted Star Trek 14.
You really wanted more Kelvinverse stuff?
Just because it's been so long, and I think it'd be like a nice revisit like Star Trek 2 was compared to the original series, so.
You know what? I don't think that we needed any more Kelvin.
Okay.
So that to me is not a tragedy. I'm going to go on the other end there, and I'll say, like, I feel like the Kelvin movies were largely derivative. The only thing that made them a little bit interesting to me was the fact that Beyond and I guess Into Darkness to a degree referenced Enterprise
Mhm.
beyond more than
Yeah,
the
Archer
others.
and, Porthos and things.
Yeah, well, Archer and Porthos, but then in Beyond, they had an NX class ship that
Mhm.
was, crewed by a bunch of Makos, and that's where Idris Elba's character came in. So they did harken back to Enterprise in a cool way, and they gave us a new Kelvin-verse version of an NX class ship. But I beyond that, like, everybody made such a big deal about how the casting was so spot on, and I never bought like the three mains. As we all know,
Not
so who
even
do I
not
hate as
even
Spock?
Bones?
Who do I hate as Spock?
You don't like Zachary Quinto. I like the
Yeah,
guy.
I don't like Zachary Quinto as
I
Spock.
like him.
Bones. Okay, I love Carl Urban. I'll
Yeah.
watch The Boys from here to
I think he
Doomsday.
did a killer DeForest Kelly.
He's a great Eralinga. Eralinga's, when he's Eomer in Lord of the Rings. I think Carl Urban is a
Still
talent.
working on Lord of the Rings.
I feel like his Bones was kind of like an impersonation of DeForest Kelly.
Yes, but a good one.
No, not a
No,
good
you
one.
didn't like it?
No, I just never bought it, and I never got any chemistry between them. And here, I can say this: I do like Chris Pine as an actor.
Yes.
The way Kirk is written in those movies, he's a terrible Kirk. But Kirk is just a terrible character in those movies. I
Okay,
think
there's
in
one person you can't complain about.
Beyond, they did a pretty good job with.
Mhm.
But listen,
Zoe
uh,
Saldana.
I can complain about her all I want. I'm not going to, but you just told me I couldn't. I'm just telling you I could.
Okay, you could if you wanted to.
I wrote this in my review of Into Darkness.
Oh, Donis says something.
Donna says, heard the same thing today that Albie is saying. It's that guy. I don't know if we should give the show a shout out.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
that's
and
where I'm
that's the
getting
one
my
that
news. That is
yeah,
sometimes
I
correct.
think that again, I think that's a biased source.
The odds of it being correct is no greater than chance.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, and
But at
it's
least
but
there's
it's
somebody out there talking about it.
You just want to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to
But
know, you know.
I said about like Star Trek Into Darkness and about Pine's portrayal of Kirk in general is that there is a Captain Kirk shaped hole where Captain Kirk should be.
Wow.
And aside from Pine being, and this is not my quote, I read it in a comment section that somebody replied to me about when I was talking about this, and they said Chris Pine is just another affable white guy. And you know what? They're right. I mean, he's fine, but there's nothing inherently special about him. He doesn't have any of the gravitas of Shatner. He doesn't have any of the seriousness and sort of that broodiness that Jeffrey Hunter brought to Pike. I think that Ethan Peck is a far superior Spock than Zachary Quinto ever was. They haven't recast Bones aside from Carl Urban, and God love Carl Urban. I love him, but it's just. So yeah, I'm happy there's no more Kelvinverse because I would have seen it. Of course I would have seen it, but I probably would have seen it kind of begrudgingly. Like, okay, I guess if this is all I'm going to get, then I guess I got to go see it. It's Star Trek. I want to support it.
It's Star Trek. Yeah, you got to.
But it never. I got
2 more thoughts.
I got 2 more thoughts. What are your thoughts?
Movies and series. Series, we were talking about, Stranger Worlds. I was looking forward to year 1 or something like it. Just more original series Star Trek, and they had us these past few seasons, 5 seasons. What has it been for Stranger Worlds to get used to these people as these actors, as the characters we know from the original series? And I was looking forward to some original series action, which is just going to be, more Stranger Worlds without
Right.
Pike. But I was looking forward to that because I'm invested in those characters. So I was looking forward to that. This means none of that. So there goes that, right? Academy, we're only going to get 2 seasons, and then that's it. They're striking the sets.
Okay.
Right?
So
they're starting fresh with a new movie. My whole life, I think everyone's Star Trek's whole life, right? You watch the series, you get to know the characters, and then summer blockbuster movie adventure, right? How are you going to get to know these characters in a movie? All new characters, all new cast. How are you going to get to know anything about them other than they say a couple lines and then stuff blows up?
How am I going to get to know this wacky scientist and this crazy time-traveling teenager in one movie?
Oh, damn it, you're right.
You know what I mean? Movies are
done well, you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's such a thing as a movie done well where you can get to know
Star Trek movie? There's been 2, 4, maybe.
I think Star Trek 4 probably does it the best with the whales.
But doesn't that rely on all the years we've known the characters before that?
No, because I feel like Star Trek 4 was more of a contemporary comedy that anybody, as I've frequently said, Star Trek 4 is one of my least favorites because it's a Star Trek movie that my mom could like. Mm-hmm. And my mom doesn't like Star Trek. So
yeah,
and here I have something. This might give you a little bit of hope. According to Trek,
I want hope. I want to be happy. I want to look forward to new Star Trek.
It is unknown if this new movie and any new shows developed will be produced by Alex Kurtzman's Secret Hideout for CBS.
Unknown. So the official is unknown.
It's unknown. It's officially unknown. So, well, who knows? According to Trek Movie, when they posted this a couple hours ago. So,
if I had my wish, it would be hand it all to Akiva Goldsman because I like that guy.
I see. No, I don't. But do you really? He's the one that gave you Disco.
No, he was brought on to help Disco and to help develop Disco and do Disco, but he wanted to do Stranger Worlds, and they're like, "No, we're doing Disco." And then
I don't know. I think,
and then he kept asking and complaining to do Stranger Worlds, basically.
Yeah, I think that was after the blowback of Disco.
Maybe.
Let's put it this way: I have zero faith in Akiva Goldsman. I like, to me, an Akiva Goldsman production is not good news. It's just more of the same of the streaming Trek that we've been getting that I've been lukewarm on since Disco. I'm
just scared of the unknown.
Strange New Worlds.
Maybe I'm scared of the unknown.
But risk is our business, Albie.
Yeah, well, like I said before, I was afraid of the DC reboot, but it's been the best thing that could ever happen to it. So We'll
I
see.
think Peacemaker's good. I liked the Superman movie. I wasn't blown away by it. So
It's better than I thought it would be.
be careful of what you wish for.
Yeah, too much of anything,
You know?
even love, Ensign, isn't necessarily a good thing.
Right?
Is it too much Star Trek?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I think it's just too much mediocre Star Trek. And it's funny that you say that because on the Enterprise rewatch, as you know, I've been all about Enterprise lately.
Do do
It really
do 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 do.
it's really tough to figure out a lot of the stuff that they've been going for in Enterprise. Archer changes every season, which is good kind of because he has kind of an arc, but
He has
in
whiskers now, right?
I'm in the 4th season where Manny takes over and
Manny
it goes
Kato.
more serialized a little bit in these mini arcs and
What
a
was
little
that
bit more
show
take less
called? Odyssey
TV.
5.
Odyssey 5.
Odyssey 5. Love Odyssey 5.
But Archer's different in like every episode of that. Like sometimes he's a real hard ass, sometimes he's like space dad, sometimes he's just inept captain, sometimes he's great captain. It really depends on the story. But you know, one minute he and Trip are like best friends, the next minute he's chewing Trip out for not doing his job. And you know, he's a little bit over emotional. So that's one thing that I found watching Enterprise is that it was tough to get a bead on what they wanted Archer to be. And he is maybe the least defined captain of all of the captains, in my opinion. Now, you know, I love Scott, you know, I love Enterprise, but coming at it from trying to say, oh, let me see if I can write an Enterprise novel. The hardest character for me to figure out how to write is Archer because he seems to be, to quote the mission log guys before Ken left, Ken and Ray, with the Gumbification of Archer. They always talked about the Gumbification of McCoy in the original series. McCoy was whatever the script needed him to be most times. I feel like Archer suffers from that a little bit in Enterprise. And it's only the fact that you have someone with Scott's charisma and screen presence where you kind of buy every version of Archer you see. Anyway, I do. So,
Yeah,
but
coming to it, knowing and loving Scott before he was Archer, I think helps the character of Archer more than the writing.
I think a little bit. But I've also been on record saying that I never really liked Scott in anything but Quantum Leap. So,
and
you
the
know,
Baker's
Archer was
wife,
kind of an uphill battle for me, and the Baker's wife, yes. And Man of La Mancha, and the Connector.
Did you go to Lincoln?
I didn't go to Lincoln. No.
Okay.
Did you go to Lincoln?
No, I was in the hospital.
So, looks like we got our first spam.
Yay, spam! Thank you, spam.
Spam likely.
Spam viewers count too, I guess, right? Thank you for the 13 cents. We appreciate it.
All right, spammy spam.
So is there any other news?
Okay, so no more movie. You're saying Kurtzman's out. No more Kelvin movie. Good new movie. This is something that I think we're complaining about a little bit. It's not something that's on my radar, but you're a collector more than I am. Giant Enterprise D Lego set came out?
Yep, a Lego set came out. I think it's $400 or so, and it's Enterprise D. Looks pretty cool. Like, you know me, I buy Rennie all the $300 or $400 Lego sets. Half of them are still not put together. I think you can see the DeLorean behind me in some of the shots. We need to put that together. I think I got that for last Christmas. Yeah, we only have half weeks, so we try to squeeze a whole week in a half week, and it's crazy. You know, we're drinking coffee, trying to pull all-nighters just to have 7 days worth of hangout time.
So is this a big deal? Like, is this the first Star Trek Lego property? Is it like the first licensed Star Trek Lego thing?
As far as I know, I think like Big Block or whatever that other one had an Enterprise.
We'll call it Duplo.
Duplo, something like that. But Duplo was the toddler Lego. There's like another like crap bricks, I think they're called or something. I'm not sure, but it's basically Lego, just not licensed Lego. But they had a Star Trek license for a little bit. This one had, if you ordered it from the website, you get the Rolaren and the shuttlecraft along with it as a bonus. And what I just saw today was they misspelled boldly on the Enterprise dedication plaque that you put with your display, you know, to boldly go where no one has gone before, but they messed up the spelling of boldly. So
I wonder if they fix that, so that's gonna be hugely collectible.
Yeah,
If
it'll
you got,
probably be
like, a
collectible, 1, and then 2, they'll probably have to
right.
send out the replacements to everybody in an envelope or
Mhm.
something, like they do.
So, oh, I don't
But I'm
know.
not
I
excited
I don't
about
know
it. It
anything
doesn't look
about
great.
Legos.
It
Doesn't
doesn't
look
look
great.
great to me.
I
And I
see,
love the
like,
D.
on
I love the D. So I was, the
eh
thing about the D, I think, is it's smooth all around, and it's like, it's like they did to the cars for a while in the early 2000s where everything was like kind of bubbled out.
mhm.
But this is all blocky and like
It's a Lego.
octagonal. Yeah. So
If they
it's
can
Lego,
build a
of
Lego
course.
Death Star, they can build a Lego D.
Yeah, if they bought like they made like a screen accurate almost Millennium Falcon, but this is I don't know. But if they, if they put the Voyager out, I might get it. If they put Deep Space Nine out, I might get it.
I can guarantee you this. I will
NX-01,
never get a Lego set.
even
I
if
will
it's an
never get a Lego
NX-01
set.
with a mini Archer and
Yeah,
a mini T'Pol.
I have an NX-01 right there.
Do 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 do. So I think
But,
we're all caught up now. Did you want to talk about the future of the podcast? What we're gonna do?
yeah, I wish I'd set this up a little bit better because we could have actually done, like, the first bit. So, I had an idea, everybody out there who is watching us live, I hope you're watching us live. I'm getting a thing on my screen saying, trying to reconnect, make sure I have a stable internet
You're there.
connection."
I'm seeing you.
Spinny wheel. Okay, as long as I'm still here. All right.
Yep, you're still
I'm not
here.
talking I'm not screaming into the void.
Computer, disable perceptual filters.
I just went insane.
What's a perceptual filter?
I now I'm seeing too much. The void is staring back. I think that we have, since Strange New Worlds was on, us doing that weekly, and then Con sort of weekly. Con kind of stalled us out a little bit, but
Con broke me.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think that's why I'm not excited for any Star Trek news because I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
I
feel
just
like
made it through Con maybe.
I feel like you're in the Star Trek doldrums, and that's
I
okay.
am.
Fandom ebbs, fandom flows,
Starting to
fandom
question
rises.
life. Just because I
You know?
love Star Trek for 40 plus years, do I have to love it anymore? The new stuff? I don't know.
Donna's still here.
Yay! Perceptual filters turned off worked.
Yay. All right, Donna, we can see you. We can see through you.
Mm-hmm.
We see your past, present, and every possible future.
Mm-hmm.
Those perceptual filters really, they have to sign like a non-disclosure agreement because I don't want them talking about my possible futures. There could be sexy stuff in there. There could be dirty stuff in there. I don't know. It's
I don't
terrible.
know if you saw Jesse Gender said that Star Trek Con was possibly the best new Star Trek.
Well, good for her. I mean, if that's
She
what
enjoyed
likes.
it, so I'll go through it again one day.
I mean, what I'm saying is that you're allowed as a fan to have lows. I mean, I didn't think about Quantum Leap for 15 years. And then I
Mhm.
started listening to your podcast, and now I'm Mr. Quantum Leap again. I have a hand link,
Yeah,
and
you are.
I was never like a fandom guy. And now look at me. I do like fandom podcasts, and I have little ships and Frasier bobbleheads. And Donna wants to know what's in her future. Well, the perceptual filters tell me that you're going to be getting a lot more Treksploration. Mm-hmm. So unfiltered though. So kind of like
Unfiltered.
a French press coffee. We're a French
Unfiltered,
press Star Trek
filtered,
podcast.
bigger, longer, and uncut.
Right. There we go. So since we've kind of stalled on episode stuff, we're still doing scouts here and there, but we want to get back to the episode discussions that we started the podcast with. But I think both Albie and I were feeling like this progression through Next Gen from season 1 to season 7 and through the movies with other series thrown in was kind of sapping us of our enthusiasm for doing it because we were doing episodes that, they're fine, but it's almost like, do we want to get through an episode of Star Trek or do we want to have fun discussing it? We'll have fun
Yes.
regardless. That's true. So was my idea. Albie, you said that you were on board with this,
Heck
but
yeah.
I thought
I
thought there was way back one time when we made up on the Quantum Leap podcast. We were going to do this on Patreon for something. There are these wheel generators that you can find online. And you can spin the wheel. It's like Wheel of Fortune. So I said to myself, all right, every Star Trek episode has two things in common. every Star Trek series has two things in common. There are always lists of the 10 best episodes and always lists of the 10 worst episodes. So I said, what's more fun than talking about the highs or the lows? I even had an idea once for a Star Trek podcast called Alamarine, the best of the worst of Trek. Right? So Move Along Home, all that stuff. So I thought, why don't we find those lists, make an amalgamation of like 3 different lists for each series of the best and the worst, pick the 10 most common best, the 10 most common worst for TOS, for Enterprise, for TNG, for DS9, for Voyager. Right there, that's 100 episodes. Oh, wait a minute. Then we have, I guess we could do Pickard if we wanted to.
Yeah.
We could do Strange New Worlds if we wanted to. We could do Discovery if we wanted to. We could do Lower Decks if we wanted to. There are so many things. And we put them on a randomized wheel. So we have a best wheel and a worst wheel, one wheel with the best episodes, one wheel with the worst episodes. And then we have another wheel that just says best or worst. So this is what we do. At the end of every episode, starting with an episode of Scouts or whatever we do next, because I just didn't make this up. I just didn't, when I say make it up, I didn't actually create the mechanism to which we would do this. Anyway, me talk good sometimes. We're going to first spin the wheel for good or bad, and we'll figure out if we're going to do a good episode or a bad episode.
This is just fan-based. I mean, we could love the bad episodes or hate the good ones. You don't know.
I will die on the hill that is called Spock's Brain. I think that's a fantastic episode. So there you go.
And that's on every worst list. So
that's on every worst list. So then what we do, if we get a good one or a bad one, then we spin the wheel of good or the wheel of bad. And whichever one we land on from whatever series, that's the one that we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that'll also be fun for the fans because everybody has opinions about these episodes, whether good or bad. And I think there'll be a little bit more investment. See, Donna is already intrigued. She said, that sounds interesting.
And also, like, business-wise, we need to make this podcast at least sustainable, if not profitable, right? So to keep going, we need more crew members. And I think if we have different episodes popped up of, really good ones or really, bad ones, people are going to click and join our crew.
Yeah, also. I mean, that's a little bit more of how the sausage is made, but I mean, yeah, there is an ulterior motive here somewhat, but you do want people to watch and you do want people to be invested in it. And I have to say, I mean, just from a podcasting point of view, I've done the podcast where you go through episode by episode by episode by episode and cover each one of them. And there is something to be said for that. And we will do that with like Starfleet Academy when it comes out. Any new iteration of a Star Trek television series, we will be doing that. If there's a new audio drama, we'll be going episode by episode. So I'm not saying that we're going to give up doing stuff like that, but it was always much more interesting to me when we took a break from Next Gen, the first season episodes we did, to do a DS9 episode or to do Broken Bow or to even Caretaker. I'm not a Voyager fan, but
makes you excited to do something.
Yeah, because it just shakes it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So to me, it'll keep me more engaged in the pod, which is nice. Because as we all know, I'm not the hugest Next Gen fan, and just the thought of going through it was fun because doing it with Albie, he's such a huge fan of Next Gen. Mm-hmm. We always found interesting ideas and differing opinions about each episode, but I think that holds true with every iteration, every series. So we'll always have the dynamic, and this just I think gives people
Paris.
Right?
Is that a good one or a bad one? I don't know.
I kind of liked that one.
Yeah, see, that's the only negative to doing it this way. I think we're going to tackle more fan favorites and have great discussions and more interaction with doing it this new way. The only thing is those episodes that you'll never think of unless you're actually going through them one by one. And sometimes there's like a hidden gem in there,
Yeah. So maybe we can do that. We'll put it out to the Treksplorers, the crew. What middling episode that's not on this list would you like us to do?
If there's one you're dying for us to do, make your voices heard. We're not above that, and of course, I think our captain might get a pick every so often. Maybe Omnipotence gets you a pick every so often.
Could be.
You never know.
Could be. maybe we could do a poll. Poll
Yeah,
could get you a pin
we can
if
do
you
it
have
to poll.
access on the Patreons.
Yep.
The Patreons.
So
So
we're gonna be having a lot more fun, if that's even possible. Because I know a lot of our shows is just you and me laughing for an hour and a half. So
sometimes ugly laughing. I laugh so hard.
yeah. So
But
that's just what we're thinking.
there could
What
be
we're
worse
doing.
things, right? There
There
could
could
be
be
worse
worse
things.
things. We're gonna take about a 10-minute break, I think. So that'll be the end of this segment and this episode. And we're gonna come back with a Star Trek Scouts. We have to actually
All right.
watch the whole episode.
Do you want
Which
me
is all
to?
3
I'll
minutes.
give everybody our contact information.
Yeah, do all the things that you need to do. And remember to plug the GoFundMe, which is already launched. You can follow the link and go there. We've already got donations. Thank you to those who donated. I think we're up to $191.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. So anything you can give, that's great. And tomorrow is the big start and the big push of that. And we're going to be doing Space Camp.
Yes, Space Camp. So, as Albie said, we are raising money to get Serenity to Space Camp, and as part of that, we're going to be doing a review recording of the film Space Camp from the 80s, I think, or the 90s.
Yep, 1986. It was Leah Thompson's next film after Back to the Future. So, wow.
Hang on a second. There we go. I had to get back to my. I don't know what happened to my my screens here.
So you've never seen Space Camp, Chris?
You'd think I would because it came out at the time when I was going to the movies like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just one that never, ever happened for me.
They didn't spend any money on advertising. I'm sure we'll talk more about it tomorrow.
I know.
But
The thing is, I knew all about it.
really?
Yeah,
See,
I knew
I
it was
saw it
out.
on HBO, like on repeat.
So, yeah, it's just one that I have somehow, some way, never, ever seen
All right.
or gotten around to seeing or even like just stumbled across it on somewhere.
I'll
Isn't that
say
weird?
one thing. I'll say one thing tonight. Infinity Belt.
Infinity Belt.
Tell me if you pick up on it while you watch the
Scene.
movie before we connect tomorrow. Well, when we connect tomorrow, that'll be a little breadcrumb I'm giving you.
Infinity Belt, he says, everybody.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, so that won't be live tomorrow. We'll be recording that
Most
tomorrow.
likely not. We might. You know, this wasn't supposed to be live, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, you made the decision in like 3
It
seconds.
depends on our participants and how safe they feel going live.
Oh, see, we always feel because we don't care if we flop.
Not at all. Yeah, I mean,
We live in the flop sweat, though. I mean, we
basket in that little that little trash bag and the crumbled up paper. You got to miss 3 or 4 before you get one good one.
I never get one good one. So
whoa, Malamars.
Hello. What about Malamars? Wait a minute.
That's a way deep reach joke. One person will get that ever.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's my mom's favorite cookie, though.
Oh, cool.
They're good. We want you to tell us what you think about the latest Star Trek news and all of the plans for the podcast that we have going forward. Do you like this new idea? Do you hate this new idea? There is one way, many ways actually, that you can tell us. Many ways that you can tell us. You can tell us right here on the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/@Treksploration. Comment below.
Yes, after we're finished live, refresh the page, comment below.
Yeah, please.
Leave comments.
And
these
tell us
live
what you
ones
think.
disappear.
You can also follow us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Treksploration, where you can support us. Treksploration of love. You can support us. There are many tiers to support us there. You can become like a cadet or a lieutenant commander.
What's the most popular?
Captain, Badmiral. Everybody wants to be a Badmiral.
It's the 1701 one. What is that? Lieutenant Commander? What is that?
Lieutenant Commander.
Yes, that's the most popular one. We just had the promotion of Christian, right? To Lieutenant
Christian
Commander.
Dalto, yes.
Yeah,
so we want to thank all of
he
our.
bought the merch. He got the merch. He's all in.
We have a merch store now too. We forgot about that.
Below, check out store. We have a store button. We got Treksploration. Oh, we got our Basis of Ignorance band shirts up there now.
That is one deep cut from like our second episode.
It was Code of Honor. Code of Honor, I think.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Code of Honor.
Yes,
nice.
The Basis of Ignorance. So now we finally made the band shirt. So, and I think there'll be a Send Serenity to Space Camp shirt going to be up there. I don't know if we want those to be rewards or want people to buy them.
And where do people find, how do you click through to the merch?
Just if you're on YouTube, underneath everything, it says store.
YouTube.com/@Treksploration. That's where you can find our merch.
Yep.
All right. So do that. We're live. So do super chats. We're live now
Super
while we're
chats!
super chat. But if we're not live anymore and you're seeing the recording,
we will read almost all super chats.
You can hype this video instead. If we're not live, just hype
video.
it. You got to press like buttons and stuff. I don't know how it works. And become a member here on YouTube as well. Please follow it.
You gotta watch our member only videos.
Oh, we're gonna have
stashes.
we're gonna.
How many are we away? Only a few hundred away from the stashes, I think.
100 away from the stashes. If you want to see me with a glorious, glorious 70s porn stash, you're gonna have to subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe.
Do I just ferment the stash, or do I go like salt and peppery?
I'm going to be all salt. I don't think there's any pepper left in my beard. I'm not sure. So
pepper.
You can do it. You can. I mean, you think I'm pale now? Wait till I grow my big Santa Claus beard.
Pale.
And you can also follow us on Blue Sky, at Treksploration. Social. You can email us photos of you with a beard, or any kind of thoughts that you have. You can send us like
talk to us,
voice messages or anything you want. That's TreksplorationPod@gmail.com. You can also get us on our post office box. That's P.O. Box 542, Bayport, New York 11705. Please do not send me your beard trimmings there. I will throw them away. P.O. Box 542, Bayport, New York 11705. No, I will not even attempt to clone you.
Shoebox is full of 20s.
You can also support the show in a one-time fashion using this PayPal link, this Zelle link, this Venmo link. There's also a Cash App link. It's all the QR stuff. Just scan it with your phone.
Just scan them, and doesn't matter whose phone it is. Just do what you got to do.
And we want to thank all of our patrons. That includes our lifetime member, the Omnipotent Willard. The rest of our crew of intrepid explorers. That includes our cadets, Listen, Linda, and Rick Tatro, our Lieutenant Commander, Scott Seligman, Cosplay Dad, and Christian Daljo. And Captain Charles from Texas. Be like Christian Daljo and sport some Treksploration swag. Represent your favorite podcast.
Yes, tag us in your pictures of you wearing your merch. Our merch. I can do it.
We want, that one. What he said.
One. Tag yourself of you wearing. No, tag us of you wearing our merch. I don't know.
It's something like that. Yeah,
we want to see it. Yeah. We want to see how cool you look in the Treksploration merch.
Right. We want to see the Treksploration merch in the wild.
Life goals. Will Wheaton with the bedhead and the coffee mug, and it says Treksploration on it. Life goals.
Okay, there we go. I mean, I think for the price of a cameo, you could get Will to do that, but that's just me saying that. And we also want to thank all of you out there, whether you support us monetarily or not, for watching the show, for liking, subscribing, sharing. Thank you so much for all you do.
Back down. Share, please.
Why are we sharing? Oh, see, I see what you did there. Wow, that confused me.
Back down. Down.
Thank you one and all for everything you do for us. Is this the end? Is this the end of the show?
This is the end, my friend. The end. And we're going to be taking for people watching live, we're going to be taking about a 10-minute break, and we're coming back with the Scouts. Do we know which one episode's next? I don't know.
I think it's a Pickle Pinata.
Pickle Pinata.
Pickle Pinata.
Right. So thank you, everybody, for watching live, and come back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you.
Bye. For now.
Peace out. Bye.
Peace out. Okay, peace out. Bye.
Okay, peace out. Bye.
Bye. Camera.